How did the Union Army's logistics and supply management contribute to its success? If you're curious about how the Union Army managed to keep its troops well supplied and effective during the American Civil War, you're in the right place. Let's break down the key factors that made their logistics and supply management so successful. The Union Army's logistical support was divided into several key departments, each responsible for different aspects of supply. The Quartermaster General, led by Brigadier General Montgomery C. Meigs, handled clothing, equipment, animals, forage, and the transportation network. The Commissary General, Colonel Joseph P. Taylor, was in charge of rations. Weapons and ammunition fell under the Chief of Ordnance, Brigadier General James W. Ripley, while medical care and supplies were managed by the Surgeon General, Brigadier General William A. Hammond. These departments operated through a sophisticated depot system. General depots, advanced depots, and temporary field depots were set up to distribute supplies. For example, the Washington Quartermaster Depot and the Washington Arsenal were major hubs, each commanded by a colonel. Smaller, mobile depots were established by the commanders of the geographic military departments to support field armies. The logistics support organization within the Army of the Potomac was well structured. Brigadier General Rufus Ingalls, the chief quartermaster, developed a system to mark supply wagons by unit and contents, which helped avoid confusion and streamline field support. Each corps had a lieutenant colonel as chief quartermaster and another as chief commissary officer. Divisions and brigades also had their own quartermaster, commissary, and ordnance officers. At the regimental level, logistics were managed by a quartermaster commissary officer, usually a lieutenant, along with quartermaster and commissary sergeants, an ordnance sergeant, and medical staff. They were responsible for requisitioning and issuing all equipment, rations, and clothing, as well as managing the supply and ammunition trains. The Union's ability to utilize existing infrastructure, such as railroads, was crucial. During the 1864 Atlanta campaign, General William T. Sherman relied on a rail line that stretched back to Louisville, which, although tenuous, was maintained by detailed troops. This logistical effort was a key factor in Sherman's success, even when he broke from established supply lines during his march to the sea. The development of major military depots, like the one at City Point, Virginia, supported General U.S. Grant's operations at Richmond and Petersburg. This depot was a significant achievement in logistics and supply management, demonstrating the Union's commitment to maintaining a robust supply chain. The Union's control over civilian rail and shipping companies also played a vital role. Men like Montgomery Meigs, Rufus Ingalls, and Daniel McCallum were instrumental in managing supply and logistics, making them unsung heroes of the Union war effort. In contrast to the Confederacy, which struggled with logistics due to inadequate transportation and complicated political considerations, the Union's logistical system was more cohesive and effective. The Union blockade, for instance, severely impacted Confederate supply lines by shifting their reliance from coastal shipping to an overstressed railway network, ultimately contributing to the Confederacy's inability to sustain its forces in the field. In summary, the Union Army's success was heavily dependent on its well-organized logistical support system, effective use of existing infrastructure, and the dedication of its logistics personnel. These factors combined to ensure that Union troops were consistently supplied, allowing them to maintain a strong presence on the battlefield.